But then, at some point, she was there. At first, a scraping, scratching sound, and I thought she must be scratching more letters. But then, as before, she started banging on my door. It began as the usual thump, thump, thump. But then it became worse, as I'd never heard it before. It was a pounding, a slapping, slamming, kicking, like she was hurling herself at the door, which shook and juddered as if the wood and hinges could barely hold her back. My head was tight with fear, but this was so extraordinary. I found myself huddled in the corner of my bed, hugging my knees, watching the door amazed, waiting to see what would happen next. Thornhill by Pam Smy has an extraordinary power of causing chills to continuously shiver down your spine, and for the intense atmosphere that is created by the diary entries and by the very detailed illustrations, it makes you feel continuously on edge. You know there's a climatic build-up. It's soon going to erupt and you're terrified. But this could be the most perfect book for this time of year. Yes, it is dark outside, much darker earlier in the evenings. And hey, most of us want to explore a new author and maybe ourselves be inspired to try a new style of reading, a new version of a novel. So I think this will be the perfect book, because Thornhill is not only a graphic novel, but the chapters are very rich with detail and cross a time span of 1982 and 2017. We are introduced to two young women, Mary and Ella. What connects them both? Mary is an orphan who is subjected to the most intense and mentally agonising bullying whilst awaiting some rescue and adoption, some form of protection, love and care during her stay at Thornhill. Ella has moved into a property which the back of her new home faces out towards a now derelict, crumbling and abandoned Thornhill. I've already got the hairs on my neck standing on end as I describe this story to you. Both girls should be under the watchful eye of social care staff and of guardians. However, a friendship is born, and despite decades being between them, there is an undeniable bond and a unity, and they are both searching for the same thing, a genuine friend. Pam Smy is a phenomenal illustrator, and this is the first book that she has written and illustrated completely by herself. She is a lead senior illustrator at Anglia Ruskin University, and she has won countless awards. I want you to pay close attention to the images depicted before you. Who is this young girl? This is Ella. This form appears menacing for such an extensive part of the tale. What entity is this young girl? Who is she? What are the newspapers revealing about the past? And why does Ella, during her rambles throughout the abandoned, or so she thinks, abandoned Thornhill, discover old puppets that she eagerly rescues and lovingly repairs? I would encourage everyone to be bold, to be fearless, and read this book. I managed to finish it in possibly an hour and a half. So it's not going to take much of your time up, but it will leave a powerful mark. I'm already considering buying a copy to keep on my bookshelf, which I can read at my leisure and definitely with the light on. There's so many twists and turns in the plot of this story, and your judgment of the characters is constantly challenged once the illustrations give more of an insight into what stage of their life they are at in terms of healing from a personal tragedy or trying their best at school. And I do think this book would be relevant for not only teenagers, maybe 12, 13 and above, but adults as well. Why don't you pop into our library and borrow it today? Or if it's out on loan, you can reserve a copy for free because teen fiction books are free to reserve in. If you were to download the My Library app to your smartphone or to a smart device such as a tablet, you can type in either Thornhill or Pam Smy, and it will tell you which library branches stock this book on their shelves, and you can choose which branch you would like it reserved into. It is a book I'm going to be talking about for a long time to my friends. My colleagues have seen me relish each turning page, and I think it's going to completely draw you in. I would definitely read more of Pam Smy's work, and I'm eagerly going to research whether she has created any more books which she has entirely written and illustrated herself, because I think she's phenomenally talented. So thank you for watching the Kingston Library Services Facebook page and YouTube channel, and I can assure you that this book will be one you will not forget for a very long time. Thanks for watching.